am Carrie Brown, broker owner of Realty Executives Preferred Advisors, and I'm here with Robin Hannigan. Robin is with Taggart and Associates, and she's one of my favorite appraisers. So we are talking about conventional loans and what goes into that. So in our previous segment, we talked about FHA, VA, and rural development. How does that compare when it comes to conventional? Obviously, those are more stringent. What goes into a conventional appraisal?
With a conventional appraisal, we're basically looking at the value, the condition of the property is as is. The only time condition would come into play is if the home needs extensive work. We have 5 categories of condition in appraisal, and if a home is in the bottom 2 categories, Fannie Mae will not loan or will not insure those loans, and so they will not go secondary market. Those are homes that are unlivable or very close to being unlivable.
So the top 3 tiers, let's talk about what is considered to be livable.
As far as living area?
Right.
Living area has to have a permanent heat source. It has to have adequate ceiling height, especially in an attic. The floor area starts where you have 5 feet of headroom. So in a finished attic, you may have more floor area, but an appraiser doesn't start measuring until you have 5 feet of clearance. You have to have at least 7 feet high in the room for at least half of that area.
Otherwise, you're gonna be whacking your head just trying to get up in a bedroom, which I mean is great for kids, but it doesn't really help as far as appraisal is concerned unless it meets those guidelines. Am I right?
True.
Okay. And then, so condition-wise, what would you be looking for in a condition to say yes, this is livable?
We look at the mechanicals. We look at the cosmetic condition. We look at the maintenance.
Yeah. Electrical, did you say that?
Yeah, well, that's part, I guess that's part of mechanics.
Okay.
We look at the roof, we look at the outside. With an appraisal, basically the appraiser is trying to reflect, it's market value, so we are trying to reflect what a typical buyer is looking at.
Mm-hmm.
We find we look a lot harder than a typical buyer, but that's the definition of market value, is what a willing buyer and a willing seller will settle on. So that's basically, value-wise, that's our mission.
And that's a good point when it comes to looking more closely than a buyer does. We tend to, as home buyers, get really excited, and we overlook things like knob and tube wiring, double tap breakers. Those are things that layman people don't necessarily know, and that's the reason why the appraiser goes out there. That's to protect you. So in our next segment, we're going to be talking about new construction, and so please join us. So we'll go through what goes into those appraisals. If you're looking to buy, sell, or invest, give us a call at 785-213-5188. And Robin, how can they get a hold of you?
Taggart and Associates, 785-273-2334.